Welcome to Fiends episode 11. I'm Ringo, and joining me as always,
Lazy Silver. Welcome, everybody.
and today we're going to be talking about our favorite fall recipes. Autumn is here, pumpkin spices in the air, and I'm fucking with you. We're going to be talking Destiny Beyond Light to start things off with. New VDOC hit this week. Luke Smith came on, talked about a lot. There was a story trailer, things like that got launched, but the thing I liked most was that anything from your collections. So whenever you get a piece of gear, it goes into your collections tab, and you haven't learned, but if it's randomized rolls, you can't just like pull it out of collections, but it's there. You'll be able to use that for transmog, so you can actually finally free up some of your vault space, which is very nice, because I was at like 496 out of 500.
Yeah, you got to fit more of your sparrows in there, man.
Don't look. That's for future Ringo. Okay, that's my nest egg of glimmer, and I need, what if like 86 of my closest friends log on and they need a sparrow to ride?
I guess so.
Well, now I have them covered. Okay?
I just figured you were starting like a taxi service over there with all those speeders.
Oh, dude, I would do Uber in Destiny.
Just cart people around from strike to strike.
Yeah, give me like 20 legendary shards. I'll cart your ass around. I got the Whisper of the Worm ship. You could even, like that, you could fly in basic bitch style.
There you
know
go, Bunchy. Copy off of Blizzard. Get 2-person mounts in the game. You already got a sucker to buy one.
Oh, yeah, that's going to happen now. So outside of the VDOC, there was a pretty big TWAB. What they're going over is, so Beyond Light hits November 10th, which is a week from Tuesday. So quick, coming soon, finally.
Yeah, if you got anything to wrap up, better get on it.
Yeah, half the planets are going away. A lot of the raids are going away. So if you haven't done those, or you're trying to get a title like MMXX, you need to do like all the Leviathans are going away. Crown of Sorrows going away. Oh, that's on Leviathan. Scourge of the Past. That's what I was thinking of.
You've been working on finishing that up this week, haven't you?
Yeah, I got it done yesterday. But Scourge of the Past is also where Anarchy drops. So this is starting this reset, this is your last chance to go and get that until they bring it back somehow. Either from a vendor for a Cryptarch token or a quest chain, or no one really knows. It'll probably be Season 13 like everything else in this fucking TWAB was.
I did notice quite a bit of it was, well, here's what we're putting in this time, and I know it's not quite what you wanted, but Season 13, we're going to have better stuff.
You know what that, the whole TWAB this week reminded me of the Stallone version of Judge Dredd, where yours if you graduate. But like instead of if you graduate, it's if you play Season 13. Just fucking everything.
One of my favorite things, I guess, is going to be in pretty soon, and that's them. Well, depending on the numbers on it, I should qualify. If the numbers are correct, I think it'll be huge. Is them changing around powerful rewards?
Oh yeah, so now you have a chance to get powerful gear at the end of every strike, gambit, crucible run.
Strikes, yeah.
Which sounds really awesome on paper, but if it's not, like you said, if the rates are low, it's just going to be like, here's an extra.
It's not going to be any change, right?
It's going to be just an extra prime. It's going to like be a trickle, right, like the new Call of Duty, press F to trickle down.
Right. Nobody's pressing F. Why?
Oh, why? Yeah, Reagan was in office in the 80s, and we're still not trickling. So, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see, and it's probably going to be too low to start with based on how they did the Haunted Forest this year. So the Haunted Forest used to be just go in, brap it, and then at the end you got chests, and I think it used to scale the number of chests off of how many wings you had done.
Okay. So kind of the more wings you complete, the more loot you get.
I think it was like a stage thing. Like if you cleared 5 wings, you got this many chests. If you cleared up to 10, you got this many, and then whatever. Sure. I think. I'm not sure. It's been over a year since I've done that. But now there's always 6 chests. One of them opens for free. The other 5 you have to have a Cryptarch token from, which you get from completing activities with a mask on. And for the first 4 days, people were running strikes, crucible, whatever, and they'd get 1 Cryptarch token out of every 6 activity completions.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting it to be that way when they first launch it, because even looking outside of Destiny, how many other games do you see that? Like,
Right.
like PoE League launches and everybody's like, the rewards are shit, the rewards are shit, the rewards are shit, and then 2 weeks later, GGG bumps the rewards.
Right.
They don't want to give you too much loot because that you reach your goals quicker that way and you quit playing quicker that way.
Right.
But on the flip side, if it's too much of a grind, then it's practically worthless and they made no changes.
Then it's no change.
So we'll see. I fully expect it to go in undertuned and then for them to beef it up a little bit later. But it'll probably take a bit, especially with Bungie's quickness, shall we say, in addressing issues.
Right. So we'll just have to play that and see how it comes.
I'm expecting it to go in that way. I hope it goes the other way, and I will be very pleasantly surprised if it's actually pretty generous.
I just wonder if it's going to be off of like pity timer or if it's going to be how exotic Ingrams are calculated on number of kills you've had.
Oh, gotcha.
So if it's
who knows what they're going to base it on?
Well, I don't know.
I hope they don't base it off of kills because once again, okay, now I'm stuck competing with my teammates who I'm supposed to be cooperating with.
Well, it's not only that; it's just Crucible falls by the wayside again. Right, because like you're not getting 140 kills in a Crucible match like you are in a Strike.
And that's very true as well. Unless they tune those rates different, so it's like a Guardian kill counts for 10 kills.
No, that could be.
So yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. They're trying to move away from the bounty system. If you graduate season 13, which will be next season.
They said they put some changes in for this coming season.
Yeah, but they didn't. They're still there. The bounties are still there. Bounties are still going to be the main thing to do, and it just sucks.
Like I've said before, if what they said they tweaked on them was the specificity of them, so it's a little more, hey, just go kill things with arc.
Yeah,
instead
I'm fine
of
with that.
Kill things with an arcane cannon while hopping on one foot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if they broaden them up, if that's the changes they made, I'm a little more okay with them until they get these other systems in. But like I said on the last thing, it just depends on implementation for me.
Yeah. Let's see. What else was in the TWAB this week? Speed Demon is just baked into every Sparrow now, which is actually just a huge quality of life change. So you don't have to have that on a Ghost anymore.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty dope. Now you can just pretty much run your Ghost for its actual... Well,
everybody's going to use a plus 10% XP one. Like, that's the only choice.
Especially with the season pass.
But now you can have a secondary option other than trying to, like, God roll one with Speed Demon and that.
Yeah, I actually got one that had, 10%, just the other day, 10% experience with 10% experience in Cruci.
Right.
So,
yeah, that's sweet.
I'll probably end up wearing that one a decent amount, at least when I'm PvPing.
Right. So, do you have the TWAB pulled up?
Yeah.
There's another big change that I'm
all the materials they said to get rid of. So like phase glass needles, arcane dust, simulation seeds.
They're not. All those aren't going away. Those are from planets that are staying. Yeah.
It says starting in season 13, phase glass needles, alkane dust, simulation seeds, and seraphite will be no longer accepted.
Oh yeah, those are the ones from the planets going away.
Yep.
So so, burn those up as Spider offers deals or Banshee, because Banshee's still going to sell upgrade modules for those old mats this season. So don't hoard them. Just anytime that Banshee's selling stuff, just blow them out.
Yeah, just kind of blow out what you can there. Yeah, their wording on some of this stuff was pretty vague. So it's kind of... they mentioned all the bright dust changes.
Yeah, which...
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, who cares?
I'll care if they actually put anything good up for sale for bright dust.
Yeah, everything's always for sale for fucking silver. Like, all the weapon ornaments and shit.
Oh, yeah. So. I've got like 20,000 bright dust sitting around because I didn't play for a long time and I never used it. So, inventory item removal. The game's going to be down for 14 hours.
Yeah, 14-hour pre-patch maintenance.
That was pretty much it.
Okay.
But it was, I don't know. I wish they would have given us a little more specifics on numbers on exactly how the Powerfuls and Primes would work and exactly what changes they're making to bounties. But I kind of understand them not doing it because no matter what they said, somebody's going to throw a pitch fit on it. You know what I mean?
What? Reddit's a very accepting place.
I wasn't even talking Reddit, Twitter, Twitch, wherever.
Well, people can bitch on Twitch and no one's going to see it because they're just going to have an ad run at the time that they'd be bitching anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. Okay? Someone's going to be like, let me tell you right now, here's the problem with Destiny 2 and here's how to fix it. It's so easy, guys. All you have to do is the new Travis Scott burger.
McDonald's. This is a Tide ad.
With my fucking Sprite, and it's me, Travis Scott, on your screen again. Like, seriously, fuck off, Twitch. Settle it down.
I look at it this way. It's still not as bad as network TV used to be, so.
It will give it time.
Oh, yeah, it'll get there.
It'll get there.
Well, it's basically what it is.
Right. So, yeah, launches the 10th. The season officially kicks off the 17th, with the raid launching the 21st. But you are supposed to unlock the battle pass and your seasonal artifact on the 10th.
Right, so you'll still have the battle pass to help you get your loot up to get up to power cap.
Yep. So, yeah, we have one more TWAB to go, and then it'll be officially Beyond Light time.
I'm pretty pumped for it. It's looking pretty good. I'm pretty excited about the stasis subclasses.
But I think that's about it for Destiny 2. In expansions or games not coming out November 10th, Cyberpunk delayed again.
Yeah, again. Unfortunately, that made GGG do a little dance.
Yeah, so Cyberpunk pushed back to December 10th release now. You know, the Cyberpunk release date starting to... Remember in the mid-2000s how everybody was like, Guns N' Roses is getting back together? Like,
right.
Like, every radio station's like, there's been rumors of Axl Rose is getting the boys back together. To which, like, 3 people were like, fuck yeah, woo! And it finally happened, but it was like 2014. And I kind of feel like...
It just stretch for 14 years.
Like, Cyberpunk is the video game version of Chinese Democracy, the album that was rumored to be working on and coming out for, like, forever.
I was going more to keep it in the video game realm, like Duke Nukem 3D. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was off and on in development, like, forever.
Well, it's at least more founded than Half-Life 3, because we have seen box art for it, so that's good.
That is fair. We've actually seen gameplay footage of it, too.
Oh, that's fair, too. So, yeah, December 10th, which the new Path of Exile League launch was supposed to be December 11th, is what they're shooting for. So, GGG, namely Chris Wilson from Growing Gear Games, released 2 news posts this week. The first one stating that they were going to push back the release of their league until January. And the first one was kind of vague, just saying that, you know, they didn't want to go head-to-head with Cyberpunk, which a lot of people got pissed off about. Like, because there wasn't a whole lot of reason. You know, it's just kind of a bland blanket statement.
They didn't really explain themselves in the first post. They just said, hey, we're doing this without any explanation as to why. And I think that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, especially the parts of their player base that aren't looking forward to Cyberpunk.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
And understandably from them.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be the same thing if, okay, WoW has an expansion coming out, and they're like, oh, we're pushing back WoW's expansion because Madden 94 is coming out, like, or Madden, whatever the new Madden game is coming out, or Call of Duty, and you're like, I don't play those, I don't give a shit.
Right.
God damn it, Blizzard. Like, it's the same thing. I get it.
So they then had a secondary post that was basically Chris explaining that they would lose a shit ton of money if they didn't push back.
Which... understandable.
Which is fair. You're going to have, you know, you're going to lose some of your top streamers to Cyberpunk for at least a couple weeks.
Well, like he said in the follow-up post, you're going to lose your streamers. We're going to lose about 50% of the fan base. And we're going to lose several of our devs. A chunk of our devs is how he said it.
Right.
So that to me says, hey, there's at least like a contingent of people inside of GGG that are like, boss, we're taking off to play Cyberpunk for a few days.
Right.
Like, yeah, it just... there's so much overwhelming shit. I understand why they made the decision.
Well, I'm glad they made the change because, in my opinion, they should have never been releasing December leagues in December when they get a month off for fucking Christmas because their country actually values their mental health. Like, what the fuck is that, dude?
Right, bullshit. Make me
bullshit.
Right. I'm joking. No, I get it. I actually hope they keep I hope this just shifts all their league launches a month. Yeah. I hope the new standard is a league comes out in January, a league comes out in April, and then, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I hope that's the new standard because the last 2 to 3 November leagues have been in not great shape.
December leagues?
Yeah, December leagues, sorry.
Yeah.
Have been in not great shape And then it's just radio silence for like 2 to 3 weeks.
Well, yeah,
because they're running on a skeleton.
Yeah, everyone's on vacation.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, remember last year, Metamorph was an awesome league. Huge changes, redid the whole atlas, and then you had to click on every fucking organ for like the first 10 days.
Yeah.
I still have nightmares about that.
My finger still twitches now and then because of that.
Yeah. So, yeah,
it remembers.
I'm glad they moved it back. I don't really care that they moved it back for Cyberpunk reasons. I'm just glad that when the league launches, they'll have a full crew to fix shit.
100%. Like I said, I hope they just leave it this way.
Yeah.
Just January is, and to me it makes sense to put in like, okay, December is near Christmas is okay. We want to get people in and Christmas sales and whatnot.
Yeah.
So start running mayhem events. And
they said
legacy events and stuff like they're saying about doing. Just start doing that every December, and every January's new league, right? So you still get your Christmas money, and then the league can launch at a good time. Like, I would love that.
Yeah, but I don't think that they're going to do... I think they're just doing a Mayhem event because they knew people were going to be pissed off. I don't think they give a shit about Mayhem events anymore.
He said in the follow-up post they're trying to do something amazing, or they're going to try to do something at least different. He said Bex is campaigning for an endless delve mode.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people who have wanted that. But on the flip side, he also said that Heist was going to be fucking awesome.
On the flip side, if they can bust out the basically PoE Battle Royale in a day's worth of time, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, no, it's not a matter of can they. It's a matter of will they. They're on a 3-month cycle, and they have PoE 2 coming out.
Hey, we'll see.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens with Path, what comes out in for their temporary event in December, and then whatever the league looks like in January. On the topic of games that got delayed, Shadowlands finally has an official release date of November 27th.
It's good to finally get a date on that if you're looking to put vacation in.
Yeah.
Little short notice. Especially if you're American.
Yeah. Yeah. Where a lot of jobs still have to, you have to do like shift switches and whatnot.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of places won't even let you put in vacation unless you give them at least a month or 2 months notice. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because they got to find coverage, which is understandable in some places. And I understand it. Release dates are moving targets. You never know what's going to happen during development. But a little more advance notice would be nice, I guess.
Right. Oh, actually, I think I got that wrong. It was supposed to be October 27th. I think it comes out November 23rd. And then
gotcha.
The pre-patch hits November 10th, which is the same day as Beyond Light. That's the pre-patch event, which they're doing more Scourge shit. It's going to be a lot like Wrath. Because Bolvar had the crown broken, so like the Scourge are all
back
partying for the weekend. And then December 8th will open the raid.
So you'll have 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks, which that's usually about normal for the first raid tier.
Got to get your gear up to that point.
Yep. I don't think Mythics open until the second week though. Like you have to run Heroics the first week, and then it's Mythics the second week, and then So, oh no, that's the funnest time to play WoW is when regular Mythics are actually still worth a shit. Right. In my opinion, that's fun.
Oh yeah, it's a good time. Like it's
you can't go in and like kill every boss in 15 seconds, like on Mythics.
Right.
You have to actually worry about getting one shot or yeah.
It actually feels like a challenge and progression. You know what I mean? Like you're achieving something.
So yeah, if Beyond Light is bad, WoW launches the following the following or the week following the raid. So
I think it's interesting. Destiny's kind of doing the same thing with their release stuff because like the raid doesn't come out for 2 weeks after.
Week and a half.
Yeah. Well, and they made those new hunts not come out for like a week after it comes out. So they're kind of tiering it too of, okay, you play for a week, you get to cap, then you start doing these hunts, then you go raid.
Right. I think originally they usually put the raid out the same weekend.
Destiny usually does.
Mm-hmm. So I think that they didn't this time because they were going to be releasing around. That would have put the raid close to Cyberpunk,
Right, and they didn't want that competition.
and they wanted to split it a little bit.
Yeah, it's funny to me to see all these other little game companies, or not little, but these other like game companies just shifting away from Cyberpunk. Like you got that weekend, buddy. Have fun. Have fun. That's your weekend.
Well, CD Projekt Red. I mean, after Witcher 3, they're a juggernaut now, and they remind me a lot of Santa Monica Studios, the people that make God of War,
right?
Because they don't release big full-fledged games like this every year.
No.
So when they do,
it's a big event. Well,
yeah.
I know because it's partly because we were talking about WoW, but it really reminds me of how Blizzard used to be.
How
StarCraft coming out.
Oh,
huge event. Diablo 2 coming out. Dude, everybody's massively hyped.
Right.
Even Diablo 3 to some extent, like, because that was near the tail end of, like, well, at least in my opinion, the golden years of Blizzard, if you want to call them that. I did air quotes.
He did.
But it's like, it reminds me of that feeling of, oh my God, we're getting something that I am 90% sure is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I saw like the internet in unison being excited for a game.
Right. And it's the majority of people, right? Like,
it's
not just, oh, the old Call of Duty sucked. No, the old Call of Duty was good. We're hyped for this. We're pissed they're doing this about it. Like, there's always a division, and on Cyberpunk, it's just, oh my God, just let me play it, please.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's pretty rare nowadays to have a game that everyone just wants to play, and it's not like, well, now even Halo 5, which I think just got delayed again, but it was, as soon as they released the gameplay footage for the new Xbox, like, I don't even know what the new Xbox is called. It's like 85 fucking letters after it. It's like the Xbox Series X 159er Catgirl edition, which is the one I pre-ordered.
Is that the one that has the ears on it?
Oh yeah. And when you turn it on, instead of the rings around the Xbox, it spells out uwu.
And goes, meow.
Yeah, and that's the one I got.
Oh, so, I don't doubt that, at least.
But
well,
instantly, as soon as that video hit, it was half hype and half, this is fucking bullshit. This isn't Halo. This is fucking dumb. And there isn't any of that for Cyberpunk. Like, everybody just wants to play it.
Well, speaking of Halo and the other examples we've been going with, when was the last time you've seen this kind of hype for a new IP?
Overwatch?
Yeah.
Probably Overwatch.
Probably Overwatch. This kind of universal hype for a brand new IP was probably Overwatch. And when did Overwatch come out?
2016?
I'll look it up.
Maybe 14. It might have got announced in 14. I think it came out in 16. I'm not sure on that, though.
Overwatch release date, May 24th, 2016.
There you go.
So it's been at least 4 years since we've had a hype for a new IP.
Yeah.
It just shows you how repetitive shit's getting, right? Like, well, and it's not just repetitive. It's everything's an ongoing service now.
Well, that's, you know who you can thank for that?
Rockstar.
No. Motherfucking Fortnite.
I was going GTA 5.
Well, yeah, GTA 5, but there's no game that exists in the entiretiness of GTA 5 other than GTA 5. Fortnite spawned off of PUBG. It blew up. And then off of Fortnite came Apex Legends. Came Tarkov, kinda. And then like 5 other ones that failed in a month. You know, that were big on Twitch. There was one where like you could curse people into chickens and shit. I forget. Realm Royale?
I see that as just a birth of a new genre. The same thing happened after Warcraft came out. Then you saw all the RTSs. After Diablo came out, then you saw all the Diablo 2 clones.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, in this day and age, there's more people playing games now online. So when a genre gets hot like that, that's all any studio wants to fucking make shit for.
Hey, if I'm tracing it back, I'm blaming it on original WoW. The subscription model is what started it.
They weren't the first ones to do subscription.
They were the first ones to get big doing it, though. The first ones were really...
EverQuest got big. EverQuest was the first one that had a subscription.
Okay, and then EverQuest. You know what I mean? WoW's the one that brought it into the mainstream and made it acceptable, I guess, where I was going.
Yeah.
Because before that, and I'll admit, even my opinion, before WoW, when EverQuest and shit came out, I'm not paying a motherfucker $10 a month to play their game. I'm just not.
I remember going and getting little fucking Sony cards because it was EverQuest was originally owned by Sony.
Right.
I don't know if it still is or not because it's free to play.
Sony Online Entertainment. I think it might still be, but regardless, it's regardless who's to blame. To me, it started with those subscription-based models.
Yeah,
and I was highly against them when they first came out. But all my friends played WoW.
A lot of people's friends played WoW.
So I guess I'm paying the $10, $15 a month too because I want to be with my friends.
Right.
And that's what broke people of that taboo of I'm not going to pay you going forward to keep playing your game.
Right.
I want to pay $60, give it to me.
Yeah.
So I kind of blame WoW because to me they're the ones that made it okay.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, but like Fortnite and shit's all free to play.
Oh yeah, well it just kept changing, right? Because then it was okay. Not all of us can have subscribers. People only subscribe to so many things. The streaming services are figuring that out now. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
people only.
We're talking about you, CBS All Access. No one fucking cares.
The Peacock.
Right? No. Oh yeah, the Peacock. We're getting the rights back to The Office in January because fuck Netflix. Which they'll get subscribers off of that, but no one fucking cares. No one's gonna fucking. Who the fuck out there is paying for CBS online? Who? Who in the? Why?
I don't know, man.
It upsets me. It's fucking CBS. What, you gonna watch season 87 of NCIS?
Hey, man. Who knows? They might not catch a bad guy at one point.
I mean, do you want to go in there and not laugh and stream The Big Bang Theory? Woo! Like fucking,
or whichever spinoff they made out of it now.
Jesus Christ, dude! Like, yeah. Oh, fucking Young Sheldon. Don't even get me started on that shit, dude. Come on.
I'm just throwing it out there, see what happens, man.
There's people I've talked to,
but I think the game industry figured that out, right?
Right.
Not everybody's going to subscribe to everything. So that's when people started going free to play of, hey, just come buy our game. But if you want to look pretty, you got to give us money.
You want some fucking loot boxes?
Right. You want some gambling? Like, bitches love gambling. Like, that's just the way it goes.
Look at Genshin Impact. They're already in the green. They're already in the green.
Oh, yeah. I don't doubt it.
There's YouTube videos of dudes that are like, I forget the name of the chase person from Genshin Impact.
Hey, it's one of the waifus, but they're like, is this waifu worth $4,000? Because that's what I spent on it.
No. It's even sadder than that. Is this waifu really the best? I spent $4,000 and got this waifu from a day later, followed by a video after that on the following day of, I regret everything.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, fuck did you spend $4,000 on a waifu, dude? You know, that's not even a cat girl.
If she was a cat girl, would it make it worth $4,000? Is that your line?
It doesn't.
Unworthy of $4,000?
It doesn't hurt the odds. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, you got people out there just emptying bank accounts into this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It is. At least on the subscription model, there was a cap. You were only spending $15 a month.
Well, and now WoW,
and that's why they moved away from it. Right?
Well, now WoW's starting to dip their toe into.
Oh yeah.
Come buy our stupid shit.
They snuck it in real sneaky, like with the when they started doing it. Because you got to like, if I remember right, their first few things they sold were, all the money goes to charity.
It was the AIDS thing.
For the first 2 weeks,
they had a pet you could buy that benefited the Worldwide AIDS Foundation.
Oh yeah,
I think that was the first one.
That's the easiest way to sneak that shit in, right?
Uh-huh.
They don't care what money they made off of that. They just wanted to set a precedent that we can put shit on the shop and you'll buy it.
Well, now though, for the first time, they're starting to put transmogs up, which have got people just all kinds of unhappy. Uh-huh. Because WoW's the kind of game where transmogs, you should be able to earn every transmog in the fucking game. I'm a firm believer in that.
Oh yeah, if you're paying a subscription fee, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't care if you pay for it with the WoW token or whatever. If real money's going into you playing, Yeah, you should have access.
The only transmog that I'll approve for Blizzard to put on their store that doesn't drop in game is it gives your character a t-shirt that says "Imagine wasting $20."
it just has a $sign on the front. It's a white t-shirt with a $sign.
And it has like the $signs engulfed in flames.
And it says "idiot" across the back.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That can be, you can buy that and wear that. That's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I hope we go back to a game model like Hades that came out that I apparently didn't give enough of a chance to because I didn't unlock like all the power-ups to make the game like easier.
Gotcha.
And I didn't know what god powers were for like my first 4 playthroughs on it. So that was rough. But it's a simple give me $30, here's a full game.
Oh yeah. I think there's room for both, right? Because it's
sure.
If you want that ongoing Destiny of every 3 months we have an expansion, every 3 months we have a season, every 3 months we have, more content, then the best way to fund that is an ongoing payment, right?
Right.
But I also think there's a massive amount of room for people just, here's my game, give me 30 or $40. I hope we see a lot more of both. I hope some of the predatory practices get taken out of it, though. Loot boxes need to go.
Oh, yeah.
If you're paying a subscription fee, you should literally get everything in the game.
So, something that just happened this year because of COVID and slightly because of Cyberpunk that has made my gaming life much better. Bungie and GGG are no longer on the same league release cycle.
Oh, I know. It's so much better now.
That's right.
It's part of the reason I never played Destiny. Like, one, they made some decisions that I didn't.
But they were always competing with GGG.
But they were always comparing with
that's
PoE
what got.
and
That's
PoE
why I
still
quit
like
playing
better.
Destiny for like 8 months, right?
Yeah.
So that's a win. That's a dub. That's a dub in 2020. All right. That means the score: Loot Fiends won 2020 like 18,573.
True.
So fucking.
Hey, but we got one on the board, motherfucker.
We're on the board.
We're on the board.
Suck it, 2020.
I just hope they keep different release schedules.
Yeah, I agree. That's pretty much it for loot news for the week. What have you been playing?
I've been trying to farm up a gun on Destiny. I am subjecting myself to the tortures of Crucible with all the Honey Mussy boys and the people with amazing gamer chairs.
Oh, such good gamer chairs.
No, I'm trying to get the void kills for
for Thorn?
Yeah, Thorn.
Yeah, with no Iron Banner going on, that sucks.
Yeah, I just been slamming away at Clash with a gnawing hunger.
Like, see, that's the thing that's really nice about them taking some of the planets out, because some of those old quests were designed at a time where when Thorn first came out, ranked, where you get more points in, could still had a clash mode in ranked, where it was just first to 100.
Gotcha.
And now it's just 3v3. Everybody has it's just survival, right? So there's a lot of quests, older quests from that era that are still in the game that suck ass to grind now.
Man,
because the play modes got redone.
Well, and I'm not great at PvP, which makes it even worse, right? So like, it's just a slog.
It's
for me.
a slog.
I'm up to like 60% on the step, and I'm
almost there.
Just a little more perseverance.
You just got to go find the guys with those really good gamer chairs, and you'll be fine.
It's a little rough.
It is rough in there.
And to me, because my skill level is what it is in PvP, I can't tell the difference between the guys with the good gamer chairs and the guys that are just really good.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's the same thing, right? Like, it's just a shit ton of people better than me.
Sure.
So it's kind of frustrating in that sense. But, I just wish they'd turn back on skill-based matchmaking.
I agree. Quick play should have skill. Maybe they'll turn it back on when they get an influx of players. Again,
I hope going into Beyond
Light,
Light, they turn it back on because they have enough players where... And I'm going to be real honest. I would rather have 5-minute queues and people my skill level, or around my skill level at least, so that I feel like I'm playing a fair game.
Instead of going into a lobby with 5 unbrokens.
Instead of 30-minute queues and everybody is just everywhere at all times and I'm just getting spawn camped.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
That's just me. Like, but that is what it is. Also, weekly reminder, Bungie by Vac.
Yeah, no shit. Buy it.
I think that's gonna just be a sentence now, disclaimer in every episode. It astounds me that they have an option right there and they just can't go, yeah, we should do this.
Yeah. Yeah, but that costs money.
But money though. Yeah, but other than that, that's pretty much mine. I'm getting ready to start up Watchdogs. I know we were talking about streaming it, but I think I want to flip that to a Let's Play.
Yeah, we'll probably do a Let's Play on the new Watchdogs game and throw that up on our YouTube channel. If anybody wants to check that out, more than welcome to. I'll probably be streaming randomly. I do plan to stream my Sweat Lord Grind Fest for the new Destiny expansion when it comes out. We'll probably both be on that So twitch.tv/loot_fiends. Check us out on Twitter. And I think that's it. See you guys next week.
Have a good week, everybody.
Yep.